would you rather have as a starter if you were to have your team? Would you have Carson Wentz or Baker Mayfield?
Just post some damn frozen peas and carrots on my plate and tell me to eat it. Okay, that's what this question is.
It is.
Y'all know what the scariest plate as a child is when them damn peas and carrots come to your table. And that's what this is.
That's
put some lima beans on a plate.
I know, right?
You put it in
choose
a napkin
one.
and go to the bathroom and try to flush it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
Carson Wentz. Okay, and listen. I'm going to take Carson Wentz. I don't have an elaborate answer for this. We all know the current situations. I'll take Carson Wentz because he's more athletic.
Well, wow.
Somebody else go.
Okay, really, Marcus? That's it? Because he can run a little bit more?
Honestly, I support that answer. It is what it is.
Okay, this is, I don't want to say it's peas and carrots, but it's not the greatest choice, but I'm going to go Baker. Because you know what? Baker can't help his size. Baker can't help that he's tiny. I know that Carson Wentz is 6'5", and that height hasn't really helped much. All you need to know about these quarterbacks is the Eagles traded Carson away to take a chance on a second-round pick who had 4 starts, right? That's basically what they entered, and that's what they entered this season. That's what they entered into the season with. And guess who's in the playoffs and who's not? That second-round pick. The Eagles are in the playoffs after giving away Carson Wentz. That's it. You said it earlier, Marcus, I've covered the Browns more than most people at this network. I've seen a lot of Baker. And you know what? I am a Baker fan because when Baker when he's feeling himself, when he is confident, Baker and this offense are rolling. I've seen them beat the Steelers in Week 17. I've seen them go to the wild card last year and beat those Steelers. And I saw them in the divisional round against the Kansas City Chiefs and almost beat the Chiefs. And Week 1 this year, they almost beat the Chiefs. So Baker and this injury, there's a lot of variables this year, but I've seen enough from Carson Wentz and the fact that Jalen Hurts has led this Eagles team to a playoff. No, sorry, it's Baker.
Kmart, I'm laughing because Baker has never lacked confidence, but he's lacked the ability to take care of that damn football. Since 2018, he has the most interceptions with 56. And that's a problem with me. That's an issue because at that position, you got to be able to take care of football. Listen, I want to revisit something really quick. They showed a clip of him throwing the ball in the back of the defender while Odell was wide open. Odell was not the damn problem. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. Odell was not the problem.
Was the problem Baker or was it the head coach? Was it the head coach who can't figure out how to use?
I think you could put it on both of them. But for me, at the quarterback position, especially if you taking #1 overall, you got to take care of the damn football.
Also,
so if I got to choose between these two guys,
here's my issue though. If you have a running back who we talk about could be the MVP of the league, we're not asking you to do a lot, Carson. We're not asking you to right?
But Kim, right? these are very similar situations.
Right.
With Chubb and Jonathan Taylor.
With the Browns, you have Kareem Hunt and you have Nick Chubb with the Browns as well.
So here's my thing, okay?
But at the end of the day, the Browns made a decision to move on from Tyrod and go to Baker. Tyrod hasn't gone to the playoffs, right? Okay, we literally are watching the Eagles make the choice and them winning games because they moved on from the quarterback that you say you'd rather have.
Kmart, you just told me you seen the Browns play. Yeah. I know your eyes see the play that Baker Mayfield is putting out there.
Isn't that the eyes moved though from having a great season?
Colts.
He's only really, 2 years ago.
Here's the difference. Carson has no excuses. Carson literally had the perfect situation in Indy. I'm so sorry, Charlie.
No, please.
And they're not in the playoffs. That's the result.
Kim, but we
Baker
could say
was
that
hurt
about
this year.
We can say that about Baker though.
too.
The man is hobbled. That's not
he was injured all season.
He's been injured most of the season. So when you give me peas or carrots, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna leave the peas because the peas aren't really doing it for me. At least I've seen some carrots and I've had some good times with the carrots, and I've seen the carrots and it tastes good.
Good times with the carrots. You're the only one.
We ain't about to fight over peas and carrots. But here's what I will say: if you comparing the careers, and if you think about this is where I came from the thought. What is the ceiling for both of these guys versus each other? I know it's been a million years ago, but Carson has reached MVP level talk.
But you said it was a
Yes.
million years ago.
Charlie, hold on one second. But we talking about two bad
Charlie
guys.
making a good point,
We're not
though.
talking about two good quarterbacks. I'm just trying to give the reason why I said Carson Wentz. And in a league where a lot of the times you have to have the ability to get yourself out of trouble, I would bet on Carson Wentz. We still all losing our damn money. We
Yes.
still gonna be broke
Yes.
when we leave the casino with either one of them. I'm just trying to last a little bit longer than Kim is with Baker Mayfield. The problem is where we are with Carson Wentz now is the fact that Frank Reich bet on him. So it's more polarizing
Which is why
with Carson
I'm not
Wentz
trying
in this
to really
situation.
make that bet, bro.
Marcus, so
100%.
do you believe
100%.
that Carson Wentz, I mean, you said it before, you're choosing him because he's more athletic, okay? He does have a lot to offer, but he hasn't shown
And
that
he's showing
in
a
quite some
higher
time.
ceiling.
But do you think, I mean, the mental block has been something that we've all considered being an
Yeah.
issue for him for a long time. Do you think that there's a mental block that just is going to continue to be an obstacle for him?
Based on now, yes, because here's what I think Carson Wentz does, and we talked about this on NFL Live. He panics. But guess what, Charlie? So does Baker Mayfield. We talking about both of these guys. Baker Mayfield panics in crunch time situations, and Carson Wentz does as well. Carson Wentz, though, has shown at least this league, which is why he'll have a longer leash when you start talking about him moving from team to team. He has shown I have the capability to play at a high level. I ain't seen that from Baker. And look, everybody talk about last year and where Baker played well. Are we really going crazy about 26 touchdowns and 9 interceptions? Is that really
Not
what
me,
we
Marcus,
are going
not
to
me,
say?
because I'm gonna send them to the land of no return.
It's
That's
all
why I'm sending
relative, though.
Baker to
For
the
the
land of no
Browns, though,
return.
that is something to cheer about.
For the Browns.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.